Rinpoche, Tasidele. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're very, very grateful to have this opportunity to see you here and have this interview. We have some questions to ask you today, and we really hope that with these questions, with your answers, we can share your wisdom and your teaching to everyone in our country, Indonesia.
Yes.
Okay, so first I'm going to ask you about meditation. You know, like meditation is an ancient wisdom, but how can this ancient technique can be infused in our modern life, where people are very individual, people are very busy, and they're addicted to gadgets?
All right. Right. So meditation is 2,500 years old history.
Yes.
It's ancient practice, but it is based on the understanding deeper meaning of life and reality.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter in ancient time or now, and it's talking about our mind, how our mind works, what is the experience, how we can find lasting peace, happiness within us, and most important is to recognize the potential, what we call basic goodness. So everybody has this basic goodness.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are, but normally we are not recognized. So the meditation is to recognize our potential, our basic goodness. So that is all about meditation. So it doesn't matter what kind of generation, what kind of century. It works 2,500 years before, and as well as it works right now perfectly in the modern time.
Yes, I remember what you said about having a watch, but if you don't know, can you explain it to us maybe?
Yes,
People, yeah.
yes. The scientist said if there's 10 qualities within us, and one of them is negative and 9 of them is positive.
Yes.
But normally what we see is only one negative one, and exaggerate. And we don't see 9 good qualities within us, deny. So normally what I said, we have capability, love, compassion, skills, awareness, power, so many things. But 95 of them are sleeping.
95.
95.
Yes.
So what we have is only 5%. We see and we experience. So therefore, even though if we have all these qualities, if you not recognize your own qualities, it's become like if you have watch, if you don't know your own watch, the watch cannot tell you the time. So it doesn't matter you have watch or not. We all have this great quality. We all have. But if we not recognize our quality, although we have this quality, but quality cannot manifest for you.
When everyone thinks highly of themselves, it is so wonderful to see how you don't take yourself too seriously.
Right.
You know, like you tell jokes, you even make fun of yourself. It is like your strategy to send over your message, or were you just born like this? You know, like you laugh, you're very humorous.
Yeah, so the humor is part of me. So when I teach, when I talk to my friend, it's same.
Okay.
So I don't make particular change myself to do something different. So I have some kind of humor and I just explore. So, and also it helps for many people.
Yeah.
And why I'm teaching all this meditation saved my life, changed my life. So when I was young, there's panic. I have panic attacks. So I use my panic as support for my meditation. So I become friends with my panic. So therefore, I'm thinking these meditation techniques really benefit for many people. So I passion to share. I like the meditation. I practice meditation, and I like to teach meditation.
Yes, we really hope too that after this, after your coming and after this, after this video, many more people will be aware of meditation and become practitioners too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now I'd like to ask you about family. Nowadays, many people don't believe anymore in marriage institution. Young people like me don't believe in getting married. and many people don't want to have children anymore. And the people who are married, they get divorced so easily. You know, like, what's your comment on this? Is there any possibility to have this happily ever after marriage?
Happily ever after marriage is impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. So I think the problem is that if you look for Mr. Perfect and
Yes.
Mrs. Perfect
Okay.
at the beginning,
Yeah.
you cannot find Mr. Perfect and Mrs. Perfect. And looking for Mr. Perfect and Mr. Perfect, there's a lot of expectation. So if you look for someone and you are thinking that he have to understand me, she have to understand me, he or she have to be there for me, understand for me, support for me, so many expectations. So that expectation sometimes destroys the relationship. So too much expectation, and if you will not accept the mistake, if you will not accept the problems, then you cannot forgive. There's no room for mistakes. There's no room for human nature. I mean, the
Yes, yes.
normal. Our lives up and down. So therefore, there's a lot of problem, I think. So, of course, nowadays, many people are at the beginning, everybody looking for perfect one, and then after 3-4 years later, and you lost interest.
Yeah.
And losing interest normally is kind of like nature. But still, if you befriend, try to learn each other, about each other, about together, you can still live your life happy, but happiness with up and down.
Accept that it's
Accept
not
that.
always happy all the time, like
Yes.
good all the time. Okay, so it means that we have to have the right mindset before we set into a relationship or enter a marriage.
Right.
We have to accept our partner,
Right.
that they have good and bad qualities, and we also have good and bad qualities.
Right.
And we have the commitment to grow together.
Right.
Yeah. So how can we infuse
together grow,
Yeah.
together learn, together explore, together take adventure.
Yeah. Having the turbulence and
Yeah.
yes. So how do we infuse spirituality in a marriage?
So, turbulence up and down. So you can learn from there. You can grow from there. And that is the adventure actually. Everybody go to the beach.
Yes.
Why? Because of wave, right?
Yeah, they like it.
Yeah, surf. Why?
Yes.
You need wave.
Yes.
So that's become adventure.
Yeah.
Everybody plays stock market. Why? Because stock market go up and down.
Okay.
If the stock market always flat,
we don't play stock market.
yeah, there will be no business.
So yeah, that's a
So,
yeah.
If you are a smart player, you still play stock market. Although stock market always go up and down, but eventually you make money from there.
Yeah.
You learn from there.
Yeah.
You grow from there.
Yeah.
So life is just like that.
Okay, Rinpoche, still talking about family. These days, there are many children who are born with special needs like autism, Down syndrome, and many other labels. So what advice can you give to these parents who are taking care of these special children?
Right. I think this is one of the most important is a parent need to understand and need to accept this. Don't think that this is something wrong with that. And something which is you can control, something which is you can force them to train. So you cannot force them, and special something which is like bad luck in my family. So if you believe like that, then it's very difficult. So for the autistic, sometimes they are very smart.
Yeah.
One way they are very smart. Still they have basic goodness. Still they have talents, but different ways. They are unique. So try to understand them. So if you understand them, if you explore whatever their uniqueness, their specialness, so maybe they are become really fantastic child for you.
So to just accept and love the children as they are.
Yes, and to see the potential within them.
Okay. So that what you think that can like save the family from, not
save the
accepting
family
this.
and grow the
children.
and maybe children become genius.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll talk about the financial world and the business. People said that they are suffering from world economic crisis, But I see that this crisis has actually good impact on how we view the money and also the material world. What's your view on this?
Right. So normally, in general, of course, the world economy go up and down, up and down. But one way, the world is getting better, actually.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned before, 10 things, only one negative. We only look at the one negative.
Yes.
And we don't look at the 9 good qualities within us. So then people, when look at the negative sides, they think, oh, no money, money is important, everything. So then mind become too tight in that direction. So actually there's a lot of good things, kind, care, and also you have a lot of good things for you. And most important is appreciate. Try to see the value in your life from so many directions. So that's really important.
Yeah, what I see is that when we have this world economic crisis, we feel that there are more other important things than money. We see that actually relationship is also important.
Yes.
There are other things that are also important. Because when people fall down together, they usually become strong together, they stand together.
Yeah, relationship and health also, and wisdom and the kind care and your spiritual life.
Yes.
And there's so much more thing that which is sometimes more important than the money.